There used to be a time where government saw a very clear distinction between a soldier and a civilian. There used to be such a clear distinction that civilians would line up next to an old battlefield and just watch the battle because they knew that they were safe. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but those times are way long gone. Because the new battlefield is much more invisible, but it's very deliberate, and you are in the middle of the battlefield whether you want to be or not. One of the callings I have on my life is to teach people what's happened to them, to their heart and their mind, and describe to them the battlefield so they can start to heal. So go ahead and follow or subscribe here and take your first step into getting out of this existential dread that a lot of people have now because of fifth generation warfare or cognitive warfare. I'll describe what it is right now. In a nutshell, the bottom line is that governments have figured out that it's far cheaper and far more effective to control your heart and mind than it is to control you with guns and bullets and weapons. It's the old adage, why invade when you can manipulate? It is incredibly cheap to hire a PR firm to get inside your heart and mind and to will a population a certain way instead of just hiring soldiers to intimidate you the entire time. DARPA's Theory of Mind program is the latest tool in this war. Here's an open source document that they are using for contractors to help them with this crazy project. Here's the summary of what it's trying to do. It's taking massive amounts of your data and it's building an algorithm to predict your behavior. Once the algorithm can predict your behavior, it's going to modify your behavior. Now, the ancillary documents around this stuff always say that this is going to be used against adversaries, but there's something that kind of concerns me, and it should concern you too. Adversary is a very loose and vague term when it's left undefined, and an adversary could mean anyone, and maybe even you. Let's look at it in a different way. Even if these guys play it straight up and they only use it against legitimate political adversaries, who's to say that other countries around the world are not developing the same exact thing? So doesn't matter what country you're in, this is the type of battle that you are in. That leads me to the main point of this video, which is to say you cannot avoid this war, but you can become infinitely more resilient to it. One super easy way to get help here is to just follow this channel, or you can go to my website. You can get free resources like this ebook here. I'm a special operations vet with 20 years of experience in this type of material, and I've got free resources like this, and I've got paid resources too if you want to go really deep. In any case, if you don't get help with this here, please, for God's sake, get help somewhere, because we'll all be much better off the more informed about these things we are. So anyway, have a great day and see you soon.